Leanna Meiser here for Posted Outdoors, and I'm with Doug Williams, pro staff of KINSEY'S Outdoors. Now, Doug, we're here at the Lancaster Archery Tournament. It's their classic. It happens every year. This is the 10th year running, right?
Correct. Yes, it is.
Now, talk to me a little bit about this tournament. What's so special about this one?
Well, you get a bunch of archers throughout the country, even from other countries, actually, that come to this tournament. It's gained a lot of popularity. It's one of the bigger tournaments on the circuit, that's for sure. You're shooting against the best of the best. We have #1 ranked archers here right now in both the men's and the women's divisions. So if you're wanting to really test your skills against the best, it's a good place to come to do it. And they do a real good job in holding the tournament. So
they really do. It's logistics are down pat, and boy, is there some entertainment. Now, it takes about 60 arrows to qualify, and then you go to head-to-head rounds. But we just saw a shootout in the women's division. I mean, that was thrilling. And you said that's fairly common.
Usually it's fairly common because in the 12-arrow matches, it's actually a short number of arrows, and it's very common to have ties. And the way the ties are broken is you go to sudden death, arrow for arrow, shoot-off. Coming down to the last, if you get to 6 arrows, still being a tie, then it goes close to the center to figure out the winner. And that can be really nerve-wracking at that last shot. But it usually happens at least once or twice during the elimination rounds.
Yeah, and there's quite a crowd here, too. So how do you manage that? The nerves and all the excitement and everyone watching.
You just got to do it a lot and get used to it. And I can't say that I'm the best at it myself, but since I lost my first match today, so I was out early. But it's definitely exciting. It definitely gives you a rush. That's why we do it. It's a great feeling when you do overcome and win your match, but it's also a heartbreaking feeling when you lose your match.
So it's a lot about character building and just a lot of training and discipline. So if I'm a mom or a dad and I'm looking to get a child into this sport, is it a good idea? What are some of the things that happen and how?
It's a fantastic idea. I mean, I started shooting at the age of 7 myself, and I basically grew up at an archery club, and I turned out all right. So it's a great family sport. You can get into it fairly economically. Like I say, you get to reuse the equipment in a lot of cases. You don't have to constantly be buying stuff. The initial expenses in the front end, but after that, you can go years without having to really upgrade equipment. So, and the arrows tend to be a little bit cheaper than bullets and a lot of things. So if you're wanting to get into shooting sports, it's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and I would imagine you would want a trustworthy shop to get you started. What do you recommend in looking in a good outfitter if they're going to help someone get into this sport?
Yeah, a good pro shop is definitely key, so you get started off on the right foot. It's just like any other sport. You take a set of golf clubs out there and start beating balls around the golf course, you're not going to be very successful. But if you can take a couple lessons with a pro and start hitting them down the fairway straight, you're going to be more apt to keep with it. And the same thing with archery. If you get a couple lessons, learn the basics, I mean, it helps dramatically and get you going in the right direction. You have more fun at it.
And I gotta say, my favorite pro shop for this has got to be KINSEY'S Outdoors. When I bought my very first bow, I spent 3 hours with the team there, fitting me, making sure everything was dialed in and correct so that I could have some success and enjoy the sport. So we recommend KINSEY'S. We hope all of you go to KINSEY'S Outdoors. You can find them on Facebook, you can find them on the web, and go see Doug. We often like to shoot with Doug down there. Doug, good luck.
Right,
I know you're heading to Vegas in a couple of weeks,
hopefully.
So we wish you good luck for that. Now remember, archery, perfect sport. Go to KINSEY'S Outdoors.